Question 46 of General Math Test 2. Guess what? We've finally been dealt a triangle problem. So it gives us the angles in a triangle with the ratio as that. It's asking the measure of the largest angle. So one thing I'd like to do before we start is I'd like to identify the largest angle. So in a ratio, because it's like A to B to C, the largest angle is going to be the whatever 16 represents in the ratio. So if we identify that, that's good. Now, what do we know about the angles of a triangle? They add up to 180 degrees, right? So this small angle, this middle angle, and then the big angle, the sum of those angles is going to be 180, and they're in that ratio. So what we can do is, we don't know, like if I had a 1:2 ratio, right, of say like pennies. If I had 2 pennies on this side, then that would make this 4 pennies. And how would I solve that? Well, I mean, if I had 1x pennies, and then I had 2x pennies here, and I said 1x is equal to 2, that means x is equal to 2, and then I can plug that in here, and I find that 2x is equal to 4. So if I have 2 pennies on this side, then I have 4 pennies on that side. Might have been better if I used like pennies and quarters, for example. So using that same thing, we can find, we can make it like 9x to 11x to 16x. And by doing this, we're pretty much just restating that if you scale one up, you're going to scale all of them up, right? If you double the ratio, you're going to double 9, 11, and 16. So we know the sum of the angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So we know the sum of these three is going to be equal to 180. So let's just do that. So we have 9x plus 11x plus 16x equals 180. That would be 36x is equal to 180. Right? And then you can divide by 36 and you get x is equal to 10 over 2. This is like, because 180 is 5 times 36. Right? So x is equal to 5. That's not our answer. It's asking for the measure of the largest angle. We identified that as the one that's represented by 16. So here it's going to be 16x, and we have to plug x back in. 16 times 5, that's 80 degrees. That would be answer choice B, as in boy. And then if you wanted to find the other angles, you just plug it in. So you have a 45, 55, 80 triangle. If you wanted to just make sure that everything's right, you can add them all up, and you get 100 plus 80, that's equal to 180 degrees. That's the correct answer.